In a perfect world, you wouldn't have to ask for people to treat you right. They would do so by default because you're human, and as humans, we are supposed to treat each other right. But unfortunately, the world isn't perfect. We are in an imperfect world. And if you don't teach people how to treat you, they are going to treat you however they like, and most of the time it's unpleasant. So it's important that you are deliberate in teaching people how to treat you. You need to ask, you need to demand for it if necessary. And that's what I'll be talking about in this video. My name is Chris and you're welcome to my channel. The first step to teaching people how to treat you right is to treat yourself right. People will treat you how they see you treat yourself. If you meet someone for the very first time, they subconsciously notice or pick up how you treat yourself. If they see that you love yourself and respect yourself and have dignity for yourself, they would automatically gravitate in that direction. They would reflect what they see in you. So if you respect yourself, if you value yourself, people would treat you with respect. People would treat you with value. If you don't respect yourself and you show no value whatsoever for yourself, don't be surprised when people don't value you. Half the time we always talk about, oh, people need to do this for us, people need to do that for us, but we forget, we don't realize that we don't even do those things for ourselves. You want someone to respect you, you want people to respect you. Do you respect yourself? That's a good place to start. When people see that you respect yourself, that you carry yourself well with grace and class, I tell you what, a lot of them would align. A lot of them would treat you the way they see you treat yourself. That is the first step. Okay. And the second step is to communicate your rules of engagement. When you meet people, it's like both of you are walking into unknown territory. You don't know what to expect. So if there are no established rules, people would behave how they deem fit. They would behave in whatever way they feel is right, even if it means walking all over you, even if it means treating you poorly. So it's important that you establish rules of engagement. Let people know what you are about. Let people know what to expect from you. And you should also let them know what you expect in return. If there are no rules of engagement, anything goes. And you really can't blame anybody because nobody established anything. Nobody did. So if you like to be treated a certain way, this is a good time to establish it when you meet someone in the beginning. And you don't have to be very formal about it. You don't have to say, okay, I need to read out my rules of engagement to you. No, no, no. As you're having conversations with them, let it slide in organically. Let them know, oh, this is how I like to work. This is how I like to be treated. Oh, this is important to me. That is not important to me. This is. You need to voice your values. You need to voice the things that are important to you. You need to voice the things that make you come alive when you meet people. That is how you establish rules of engagement. Because if you don't say those things, how are they supposed to know? There's no way for them to know. You need to say those things. You need to let them know, okay, the things that are important to you, how you like to communicate, how you like to, be treated. This is very important. Otherwise, anything goes, and you really can't blame the people you are engaging with because you didn't give them anything to work with in the first place. The third tip on teaching people how to treat you right is to model behavior. That is, to treat others how you want them to treat you. If you want people to respect you, you need to respect them. Show them respect. You can't be disrespectful to other people and expect them to respect you. No, that's not going to work. They won't. So you need to model behavior. Show it. Show people how you would want to be treated by treating them that way. If you want someone to be affectionate with you, you can start by being affectionate with them. Be very affectionate. Over time, they will get a hang of it. Over time, they will begin to respond to you in that way. If you want someone to seek your opinion in things, seek their opinion in yours. Seek their opinion in the things that you do. When they see that, oh, this person is always seeking their opinion, guess what? They will run to that person sometime to get that person's opinion. So you model it, okay, you mirror it. It's like a mirror as you're giving them that behavior, as you're treating them that way. Over time, they will begin to, mimic you. They'll begin to act like you because they see that in you. They interact with you. They see it instead of just letting it be one-sided, instead of expecting them to treat you a certain way while you make no effort whatsoever to treat them the way you would want to be treated. So if you really want to get good results in teaching people how to treat you right, how to respect you, how to value you, model that behavior, okay? Value them, respect them, love them, be affectionate with them, whatever it is, show it to them. And it's only a matter of time before you begin to get it from them. Establishing boundaries is very important in teaching people how to treat you right. Boundaries let people know what you can't take. Those boundaries let people know what you won't tolerate. Otherwise, they would poke their finger in your eye. Rest assured of that. If you don't establish boundaries, people would do too much. People would go beyond. They would push you and push you and push you until you fall, and they would even continue to walk all over you. It's important that you let people know what your boundaries are. A lot of us shy away from doing this. We shy away from having conversations about boundaries because we don't want to upset people. But guess what? If you don't establish boundaries with people, they are going to do things that will drive you crazy to a point where you will react. And when you react, the reaction may not be good. And guess what? You will offend them a lot more with your reaction. So don't be shy. Don't avoid it. Establish your boundaries. Okay, as you interact with people, you get to know people more. It's time for you to let them know what your boundaries are, especially when they exhibit behaviors in those areas. Just let them know, oh no, this doesn't sit well with me. Okay, this is unacceptable. Okay, I love you, I care about you, I value your friendship, I value your relationship, but this is unacceptable to me. Okay, and if that person is reasonable, if that person cares about you, guess what? They will stop it. They will make an effort to stop doing the things you don't like because they value you. They don't want to lose your friendship or your relationship. Whereas if you don't establish any boundaries, people will continue to do things that don't sit well with you, and you will just have to keep taking those things to your disservice because you'll obviously be unhappy. Communicating your grievances when people offend you or hurt you, it's very important in teaching people how to treat you. If it doesn't sit well with you, it doesn't sit well with you. Speak up. Say it. It's not about not wanting confrontation. No. If you don't address that issue right now, guess what? It will continue to happen. It will keep happening and happening and happening. You need to be real. Stop all the pretense. Okay. Keep it real. If something doesn't sit well with you, say it doesn't sit well with you. Speak up, okay? And real people, people that have depth, yeah, value it when you are honest. They value it when you let them know that what they have done doesn't sit well with you. They will respect you even more compared to when you just keep quiet and you go about complaining to other people and saying things behind their back. No, that isn't cool at all. Okay. Learn to address issues, learn to have difficult conversations. Yes, they might be difficult, those conversations. They might be uncomfortable, but if you don't have them, if you don't address those issues, they are going to linger. When you address issues, you let people know where you stand on issues, on certain behaviors. And going forward, they will treat you accordingly. And yes, some people may not be able to take it, especially people who don't really value you. They'll feel like you're overreacting and they may actually walk away from you. But that's okay. That's okay because you don't want to be stuck with somebody who doesn't treat you right. You don't want to be stuck with a person who doesn't value you, a person who doesn't value your dignity. No, you don't want that. So if they walk away, they will create space for other people to come in, other people that would be happy, that would recognize the importance of respecting you, of valuing you, of treating you right. So don't be afraid to let people know that they hurt you just because you don't want to lose them. No. If they're meant to be in your life, they're not going to walk away just because you express your feelings, just because you let them know that they hurt you. They won't walk away. And if they do, well, I guess it's their loss because you don't want to be involved with those kind of people. Reinforcing positive behavior is the sixth way to teach people how to treat you right. When someone does something good to you, when they're nice to you, when they do something you like, acknowledge it, okay, and appreciate them. And no, you're not appreciating them because they've done something that you didn't know already because they are massaging your ego or anything. No, you're appreciating them because there are people who wouldn't do those things. There are people who, even when you tell them the things you like, would still not make any effort to do those things. Appreciate good behavior. When you appreciate good behavior in other people, guess what? They will be motivated to do those things more. They would feel good. They would want to keep doing those things because they know how you feel about those things. If you keep quiet about good behaviors by others towards you, I mean, they may not see the need to be deliberate in doing those things. You know what I mean? But if you say, oh, this is really nice. Oh, I like this. Guess what? That person will make a mental note to keep doing those things because they want you to be happy. They want you to feel good. They love you. They care about you. So if doing that thing will make you happy, they'll be happy to do it. Reinforce good behaviors, reinforce good positive attitudes. Okay. It makes the world a better place. It encourages people to do more good. It does. All right. That is one way to really teach people how to treat you right. Last but not the least is to identify your limits and deal breakers. with people. So you want people to treat you a certain way, but at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. Some people just choose not to even listen to you at all. They'll be like, whatever, you can't tell me what to do. I will treat you however I want to treat you, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. But it's up to you to decide, to know what you can take and what you cannot take. How far can you go? How much can that person push you? What are your deal breakers? You need to identify these things beforehand so that when people get beyond those limits, when people hit those deal breakers, you know it's time for you to move. It's time for you to take a walk. Otherwise, that situation could get really, really bad. Because at the end of the day, you can't force people to treat you right. You can only advise them, you can only tell them, you can only show them, but you can't force them. So what happens? If they're not listening, if they refuse to change, you need to know what your action would be beforehand. And that is easier when you identify your limits, when you identify your deal breakers. When it gets to that, you know that it's time for you to take a walk to avoid any more unpleasantness, any more, difficult situations because you don't want to be on the receiving end. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. You don't want to get yourself in something that would look bad on you. Those are the tips on how to teach people to treat you right. I hope you found them very helpful. Let me know what you think about the topic. Okay, drop a comment below. Did you ever have to teach someone how to treat you right? What was the situation about? Did they listen? Did it work? How did you handle it? I would love to know, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. There are lots of other interesting videos on my channel. Feel free to take a look. It was nice talking to you in this one. See you in the next one.